Welcome everyone to today's video. As you can see, Junebug is joining me. It wasn't planned that I would have her today, but her mom needed some help because she had to go out on assignment for her job. And I said, bring her over, we'll make it work. So here we are filming today's video, hopefully both focused in. I don't know. We'll see on the other side. Today's video is actually a follow-up from a video that I did right before Christmas. I had shared with you a couple bedroom refreshes, is what I like to call them, that I did in our home. I updated the master bedroom and I updated the guest bedroom, which actually was switched from the room that I'm in, which is in my basement. I made this a filming room. It was the guest bedroom, and I moved the guest bedroom to the second floor of our home. Then I updated that room. I kept the furniture, so really it's just bedding and accessories that I updated. But a question that I asked you in that video is if you would like me to walk you through how to properly, or the art of making a bed. Now, we can make a bed however we would like. It does not need to be complicated, but I really do like my bed to look really nice, and especially if I am having guests stay, I really go above and beyond to make the guest room extra nice and extra inviting. So I do step it up a little bit. Obviously what I share today is not anything that you need to do. Don't feel pressured. Some people are gonna think this is overrated. That's okay, I get it. But I do think it is a nice added touch when you are having guests stay to at least do those little extra details for their room. I actually enjoy it. Almost every area of my life, I enjoy adding in the extra details. It's just something that I place a lot of value on, and it served me well. So today I'm gonna walk you through the art of making a bed, kind of hotel style, and I'll show you all the tips and tricks. So let's take a look. Start with the fitted sheet. Now this is the easy part because you just put the fitted sheet on how it goes. The sheets that I buy are nice because there's a little tag that says top or bottom, so it's a no-brainer. And this you just put on like you normally would. Fitted sheet is on, you just want to make sure that your corners go completely under the mattress so you never have to worry about it lifting up in the middle of the night. Next we have the flat sheet. Now this is where you have to pay attention because you can see that this is the top of the flat sheet. You typically can tell, but if you don't know, you can always see where the tag is because the tag will be located on the underside or the side that typically would go down. But what you want to do is you want to take your top, the sheet that seems like it would be facing upward is going to face downward. So we're going to put the sheet on basically bottom side up, top side down. And you just want to lay your entire sheet out so that you can pay attention to the sides of the sheet so that it's equal on all sides. So clearly it's a no-brainer that you want the same amount on this side as you do on the other side. And then obviously you are just gonna start tucking in. Moving on to the blanket, same thing applies. This is the top of the blanket. I can tell because I can see the stitching, and then I can kind of see this pattern. So this is the underside. Top side is going to go down, underside is going to go up. So it's basically backwards, and that's the part that you have to pay attention to. Blanket is on. Now, one of the things that you want to pay attention to is that the blanket actually is up higher than the sheet. So you can see here's the top of the sheet. The blanket is going to go up just a little bit higher. And once again, just like your sheet, you're just gonna go around and you're going to tuck in. And there's different things you can do at the corner. I'm not gonna worry about it because I have this excess hanging, but I'm also not worried about this hanging because it's all gonna be covered with our quilt and our duvet. Moving on to the quilt. I like to have a quilt beneath the duvet, on top of the blanket and beneath the duvet, because this is what's going to keep you warm. It also keeps your duvet and duvet cover in place when you're using a quilt to actually be what you're covering up with. Same principle applies. This is the top of the quilt. I can tell. You'll be able to tell when you purchase whatever items you choose to go with. This is the underside. Once again, because we're eventually going to be flipping everything, you're going to put the underside is going to be up, and what should be the top of your duvet is going to be placed down. It will all make sense once we put everything together. All right, so where we're at is we have our sheets on, our blanket, and our quilt. And remember, your fitted sheet goes on normal. Your flat sheet, you're going to have it flipped so that what typically would be up is faced down. Same with your blanket and same with your quilt. Now we're going to move on to the duvet. Now the duvet is an insert that goes inside a duvet cover. It's actually over here. I'm going to grab it. Probably a little wrinkled from Haley being here. I didn't wash this because this isn't really what she used to really cover up with. Although it's on her body, it's not snug up against her. So typically you'll get more use out of your duvet and duvet cover. I wash my bedding every 3 weeks, and I don't do my duvet cover every 3 weeks. I would say maybe every couple of months. Now this is going to go on the correct way. So what you should be seeing on top, which is the top of the duvet cover, is what you will be seeing. I've already got this stuffed. So again, we have a duvet and it's inside the duvet cover. These are all from Cozy Earth, which I love that line. I will have everything linked in the description box below. Links to everything will be in the description box below, including my video to the bedroom refresh that I did. So I'm putting the duvet on. This is a no-brainer. You'll know where the bottom is because that's where your opening is. Some have buttons, some have ties. This one has ties. A lot of people complain about their duvet shifting around inside their duvet cover. Yes, I've been there. It is very annoying, I will share. If you want to fix that, you make your bed the way I am today, and you use your quilt as more of like your bedspread or cover. So it's really important to have the blanket, but then the quilt, because that's what typically people are typically covering up with their duvet. You don't need to use that all the way up to your face if you have that quilt. Of course, this is very wrinkled, but I will show you in a bit how I handle that. And again, everything needs to go above what the previous piece of bedding was. So the blanket is up a little bit higher than the sheet, and then the quilt is a little bit higher than the blanket, and your duvet cover is kind of about the same, maybe a little bit higher. So pay attention to that. All right, the duvet is on, and I actually flipped it down because that's the very first step. I didn't worry about tucking everything in. We'll do that at the end. I flipped this one time, and I'm actually going to flip it again. And believe it or not, when you're sleeping, this is really where you're going to leave your duvet. So again, this quilt is what's going to keep you warm. You will have to go back and forth a little bit when you're making your bed, but I guess when don't you? That doesn't really bother me. But basically you've got a double flip going on. And then next you're gonna take your quilt, and I'm gonna tuck it because I don't wanna see the top part. I'm gonna tuck my quilt just below that duvet. And then I'm gonna go around to the other side, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing. So now you can see that the quilt part that you're seeing is the top, and that's because you had it upside down, or you had it top side up, whatever. Bottom side up, top side down. When you flip it, now that's what you're seeing. When you flip your blanket, that's what you're gonna see. Here's the top of the blanket. And I'm not gonna pull that all the way down because I like the layered look. The nice thing is with a quilt is there's a line, and you can follow that line to bring your blanket to the line, just like that. Next, you're gonna do the same thing with your sheet. You're gonna flip your sheet, and now you're seeing the top of your sheet. And I actually bring it up to, it's really up to you. It depends on what you're looking for aesthetically. I'm actually gonna bring this up to the silky part of the blanket. This is not the same blanket that I have on the master bed. This is just one that I had that actually was on this bed when we had it in the old spare bedroom. So that's what we do next. Pulling everything nice and neat. And again, if you really want to make your bed look like a hotel bed, stay tuned because I will show you how we get all of this looking like a hotel bed. So that's where we're at. And that's the look that we're going for. Now you will go in and you will start tucking in your duvet. It gets a little tricky down here. There's different ways to do it. I have had the best with tucking it and then bringing it kind of forward like this. Start throwing our pillows on, and it's really up to you. You can do whatever you want with the pillows. If you watch my bedroom refresh, you will see that I don't have 3 like this in that one. Just play with it. Depends on what you're looking for aesthetically for your bedding and how you would like it to look. A lot of times it's dependent even on what type of a headboard you have. And we have our little bear. because this is the guest room. And there you go. Now things are really wrinkled, so that's fine if you're okay with that. It's not that I'm not okay with that, it's just that I have a really nice commercial grade steamer, and it will not take me long at all to make this look what I would call hotel looking. You don't see a lot of wrinkles or any wrinkles when you stay at a nice hotel. Steamer is rocking and rolling. You can do your sheets and get the wrinkles out and get that crease to lay a little bit better. Again, you don't have to do this. It's up to you. It's a nice gesture. I think when you're having guests, I do it. And yeah, I think it's nice. If I stay someplace and someone doesn't, do I care? No, not at all. This is just what I like to do. This is something I've always enjoyed. I enjoy these little extra courtesies and those little extra touches. So just giving you an example of that. And then the nice thing about the duvet cover is this just steams out like a breeze. Steamer is such a must. I get so much use out of this steamer for clothes, household. If you're hosting a dinner party and you have linens like napkins, so many great uses for a steamer. Worth the investment. I typically do one side of the bed before the other. We are all steamed. The bed looks amazing. The last thing I'm going to do is put this throw on. And with a throw, you can do whatever. You can just throw it on. You know, there's no rhyme or reason. It's really whatever you want to do. So you could do it like that, which looks great to me. It has the sloppy look of like just a throw, right? And I don't know what I showed in the bedroom refresh, but another option you would have if you wanted it to be a little bit more structured looking is you can fold your throw. Towards the foot of the bed, if you like that. So you have options with your throw, but it adds some color. It brings out the color of the other decor in the room. And yeah, there you go. Well, there you have it. How to make a bed with a little bit of extra detail, or the art of making a bed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, don't feel pressured to do these little extras. If it's not in your wheelhouse or something that you really just don't care, that's okay. We have a lot on our plate, ladies, we really do. But thanks for being here. June, can you wave bye-bye to the camera? Can you say bye-bye to everyone? Bye-bye. Can you blow a kiss? Blowing kisses, yeah. Oh, blow one more. One more kiss. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you soon on YouTube. Take care.